Hey, you guys, welcome back. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been out there helping me grow this channel. We are definitely going to hit 1,000 subscribers for 2022. Check out my other videos and hit that notification bell. And we are just going to get started. All right, so we're going to start with Jason Momoa and his wife, Lisa Bonet. Today we're gonna have a Saturday double header of He Ain't Ish Chronicles. This is a special live series that I'm doing with these celebrity men that literally are just displaying very questionable behavior to start out this new year. Starting with Jason Momoa and his divorce situation. There are a lot of key issues coming out about this, and some facts that are actually starting to come forward that I did not add in my previous video. So let's just get started. First of all, they just declared that they are going to separate. They put out a joint statement. It was very eloquently written, per se. And it's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. So everybody know they got two children. She has Zoe Kravitz, who is from her first marriage. This being her second divorce, and this is Jason Momoa's first divorce. Honestly, I really believe that this pair would honestly make it. I honestly believed that you know, that this marriage would last because they've been together for like 16, 17 years. In Hollywood, that is a long time, a very long time. They obviously cared about each other, but you know what? The Internet Scooby Doo Club investigators have been digging up a lot of extremely concerning things that may point fingers as to why this marriage did not work. Now, again, these are just allegations. However, I do believe that situations tend to run parallel, and I believe that this particular situation is one of those situations. So, I put on the screen a picture of Jason Momoa with his first fiance. Now, this young lady pictured right next to him is Simone Jade McKinnon, and she starred on Baywatch at the same time that Jason Momoa on the left. This is around, he was about 19 or 20 years old in this picture, and she was about 24, 25 in this picture. So he obviously does like older women. And they were actually engaged when they both were on Baywatch. And I'm saying this because looking back at his past behaviors and a few other examples I am going to get into, it is clearly obvious that, first of all, he tends to seem to mix up his personal life and his business life because it seems like he has been pictured um, with women during his marriage with Lisa Bonet, which again, I'm going to get into that in a moment, in very precarious positions. So, anyway, some internet sleuths, Scooby Doo investigators, did dig up his past when he was on Baywatch. Him and Simone, pictured on the right, they actually were engaged. They have no children. However, he did end this engagement to her around 2006, but this was about a year after Lisa Bonet actually had their first child, Lola. And according to reports, Simone did not even know that he was in a second relationship because she thought they were going to get married. And apparently, Jason Momoa allegedly was playing two sides. Now, you can look at the timeline yourself. He was with this young lady pictured until 2006. However, he had the baby with Lisa Bonet in 2005. Now, I'm going to show you guys the next picture, and this is really where the red flags start to kick up. Okay, this is Jason Momoa, and Jason Momoa is again pictured with Simone, and they are embracing in a way that is eyebrow raising. Because at this time, this is around 2011 to 2013, their relationship had well ended, and he was already married at this point of this picture to Lisa Bonet. If you guys are watching what I am watching, you guys can see this is a red flag, and you can see that Jason Momoa again does not seem to be able to keep his hands to himself. This is very, very disturbing to me. And this is crazy. And again, he was already married. So again, look at this picture and ask yourself if you need any more evidence. Uh he's doing this and he's already married. He is doing this and uh this relationship with this female is already over. Now, I'm not trying to be messy, but again, I want you guys to see that um he seems to have some type of pattern, and he seems to um have a little bit too much close contact with his coworkers. And again, if this was your man and you was married and somebody's out taking pictures like this is a little bit too close for comfort. This is very, very inappropriate. Very, very inappropriate. And it looks like she's leaning in for the kiss, and um he doesn't even look like he's backing away from this. And again, when this picture was taken, he was already married to Lisa Bonet when this particular picture was taken. Now I'm going to move on to another uh picture. And then again, I'm going to leave my comments. I want you guys to comment on this because like I said, his behavior has been very, very, very inappropriate. And like I said, this could have led up to why they are no longer together. This next picture, again, is absolutely bonkers. Amelia Clark, who was his co star on Game of Thrones, in which he was on there for 11 episodes. They were at a reunion for Game of Thrones. In this picture, I do not actually know if Lisa Bonet was at this party with them, but he was at a party. And he, again, at this time, is already married. He'd been married for a while. And he has his co star sitting on his throne. I want you guys, again, to look at all of this picture evidence. There is no way I am coming to these conclusions on my own, okay? This, again, is the second second woman that he was pictured with. This is completely inappropriate, disrespectful, tacky. I don't care how much closeness you feel to your co star. I would love for somebody else to show me an example of another set of co stars that were not married to each other, where one was sitting on somebody's lap in this way. I mean, honestly, he's lucky he was not my husband. He wouldn't have made it up out of that party. This is completely inappropriate. And again, uh, I would love to hear from someone else that is married out there that can pull up examples of other co-stars that do these type of things, because this picture right here was like wow, and this went viral a few years ago. And like I said, he can't even say that this is appropriate. This is absolutely shocking to me. This is Jason Momoa allowing Amelia Clark to sit on his throne, and they're smiling and taking pictures together. I want you guys to put yourselves in this situation and tell me how you would feel about this. Even more evidence. Now, this article actually came out last month and is basically happened with Amber Heard. Again, this is a third woman. And Lisa Bonet wanted Amber Heard fired from Aquaman 2 and far away from Jason Momoa. Now, again, Amber Heard is allegedly known for being a little bit too close to co-stars on her sets. A lot of people are actually really upset with her, and like a lot of fans actually want her. They petitioned to get her off of the Aquaman 2 movie because of the situation with her and Johnny Depp, where her and Johnny Depp literally there was so many accusations and things that were flying, um, and people really wanted her away from Jason Momoa, including Lisa Bonet. Now, again, these were things of them getting a little bit too close while they were filming on the set, and a lot of inappropriate behavior because, mind you, when you're filming, you can be gone for like weeks or months at a time to film. And I put this here again as evidence of what was going on with Jason Momoa and his relationship with Lisa Bonet. And like I said, Lisa Bonet actually had to come out and basically say that she did not want Amber Heard even on the sets. Now, I'm sure that there were probably other things going on. However, again, this is another example of what could have been going on. Um, I believe wholeheartedly, in my own opinion, I think this went a little bit further than just the age difference. I believe to some degree it could have been Jason's own, perhaps, immaturity and his slow rise to fame. I do believe that he is very social, fun, he's engaging. I think that him and Lisa Bonet are opposites. Lisa always seemed to be a lot more chill, laid back, tentative, listening, quiet. I've never seen her really wrapped up in any, celebrity scandals. And Lisa Bonet has been around since the Cosby Show. I believe the Cosby Show was like her first acting gig back in the 90s. So Lisa Bonet has been around forever. And to see that it just does not seem that Jason Momoa can handle his own fame. It's like it's going to his head. It's almost like, well, he's starting to have people literally throwing themselves at him and he just cannot deal with it. he can't be professional enough to be like, you know what? I have a wife and I have children at home. I'm happy. And the sad thing is, it seems to me, in my own opinion, that Jason Momoa is really getting caught up in Hollywood a little bit too much to where it is completely taking him over and really it's going to his head. It's really seemed to be going to his head. But just like a lot of other things, fame comes, fame goes, things may happen. And, at the end of the day, the people that had your back when you didn't have nothing are really the people that he should be surrounding himself with instead of really just laying into these things and being photographed like this, you know. So let's just move on to the next slide. Now we're going to move on to Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and Julia Fox in this never ending New Year's slash Christmas drama. All right, first of all, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, Kanye West does not seem to be well to begin with, mentally, in my own opinion. And when you throw that mental aspect into someone that has a lot of power and money, uh, it truly starts to show emotionally and mentally where they are as a person. I sincerely believe that Kanye West is starting to become unglued. Again, this is not the first, second, or third time he's come unglued. He has been dressing Julia Fox up to make her appear like a look-alike for Kim Kardashian. He has been literally getting pictured every 2 seconds. I'm even hearing that he does have a personal photographer that is following him around. I mean, this is absolutely the most horrific breakdown of someone trying to win their woman back. And I just feel that Kanye is really going into a place where his behaviors are actually becoming very, very alarming. Very, very alarming. And let's just get into a few examples of what I'm talking about here. All right, one being he did buy the house right across the street from Kim. I said that in a previous video. I don't mind that Kanye is definitely trying to be a father. I applaud him for that. I actually congratulate him trying to be a stand-up man to his 4 kids. That's a very honorable and beautiful thing to have a father wanting to be active in his kid's life. However, in doing so, it seems like him and Kim are having issues with this because let me see if I can find this article. There's this article in TMZ that is basically highlighting that uh, Kanye recently tried to pick his kids up from Kim's house. Let me see if I can find this article and read it to you guys on my other device. Okay, because this has to do with the messiness. I'm sorry I can't pull it up on my screen right now. I'm just going to read it to you guys. So, Kanye West, and this is from TMZ. I'm getting this from TMZ. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's divorce does not seem to be friendly anymore, at least from Kanye's vantage point. Ye did an interview with Hollywood Unlocked, in which he seemed to be saying security at Kim's house prevented him from seeing his kids, and he says the reason is that Pete Davidson was inside. Okay, now this article goes on to say that their Kim source said that Kim is absolutely committed to co parenting with her soon to be ex husband and is not trying to restrict him. Their source, TMZ source, is also saying that she's going above and beyond, but it's pretty clear that they're not seeing eye to eye on certain issues. Now, Kanye's version of what happened is that earlier this week, when he went Monday, earlier this week, when he went to go pick his kids up from school, the security stopped him at the gate. So at that point, security got in between him and his children, and he said that they will not allow this to happen. Kanye went on to tell Hollywood Unlocked. He didn't want to argue about it, so he just chilled. And he took his kids to school, and then he picked his kids up from school. He said, I'm driving, I bring them back, and North was like, I want you to come upstairs and see something. And it's like, oh, daddy can't come see something. Daddy can't come inside. But that hasn't been defined. Kanye says that Kim has not talked to him about any restrictions, but he's adamant that security has blocked him. He said that his daughter wanted him to go inside, and he was like, I'm the richest black man in North's father's right. And the security was able to stop him from going into the room with his daughter, and that has not been defined. Kanye is insinuating the reason that he was blocked by security from seeing his child in her home was because Pete Davidson was already in the house. And he said that he called his cousins when this happened. And he said his cousin was real opinionated and said that you need to go and say, he told his cousin to go say these two things. Security ain't going to get between me and my kids ain't going to be on TikTok without, his permission. Now, also pertaining to this article, and this is outside of what's going on with him and his children. Kanye is he put out a diss record about Pete Davidson. And like I said, I think that this is extremely, extremely immature. But it's Kanye, so I mean, what can we actually expect at this point? Now, a part of the song that the rapper made with The Game was leaked, and is basically him talking smack about Pete Davidson. Again, extremely, extremely immature behavior. And apparently, this is not the end of it. There's actually more. So now, Julia Fox is with him for now. They've been together for 2-3 weeks also. And it seems to me that this is starting to get very alarming on Ye's part. Now, there's this video floating around. It's on a previous video, so you guys go ahead and check that out, in which Kanye is physically assailing a fan that wanted an autograph. And this fan literally was laying on the ground after the confrontation with Kanye. Kanye is being looked at by LAPD because he may be facing charges for this. In the meanwhile, Julia Fox is deciding to stay by his side, as Kanye is already displaying a lot of red flag behavior in which honestly most people would run from. But look at it like this. What can Julia get out of this situation? A lot. First of all, I'm sure that her rates as a model has actually went up since the situation with Kanye. Secondly, I'm sure that she probably has a lot more social media followers after this incident with Kanye. And she's getting a ton of publicity that I do believe will further her career. She has definitely been elevated in this really sad situation. She's been extremely elevated. However, at what cost? At what cost? And what mental toll is this going to take on you? So This is how I'm feeling about this situation. I'm personally feeling like Kanye really needs to take a mental break. Kanye does not need to be in a situation to where he is jeopardizing his health. I believe that Kanye needs to perhaps seek some mental counseling. He needs to take some time to reevaluate himself. It seems like with the incident with the fan, with trying to dress Julia Fox like she's a living baby doll, buying a house close to Kim, I believe in my heart that Kanye really needs to self evaluate before his behavior escalates even further. He, as a celebrity, is literally falling down and having a meltdown right in front of our eyes. I am very alarmed. You guys even remember when he ran for president and all the different turns and changes and all the stuff that he was doing. We are literally watching someone with mental illness literally fall apart. And it's actually going beyond the scope of what even can be rationalized even for Kanye on a normal scale. So again, all I can do at this point is hope that everybody is okay. I am going to just send prayers for Kanye, and I'm hoping that he can get himself together because his behaviors are extremely alarming. Extremely alarming. And I really think that Julia Fox needs to evaluate this. And I'm going to say that because, sometimes to elevate yourself may not be worth the price of admission. It may not be worth her long term going through trauma, trying to keep up and be with Kanye. Now, again, did this help her career? Oh, yeah. I'm sure that this helped her career. I'm certain it did. However, I hope that she knows that there's a point where there's only so much you can do for someone. You've only been with him for a month, and he's already showing you who he is. Again, and if that's one thing you guys can take from this, if you're with somebody this short of time, he's already looking at facing charges. It seems like he's showing some type of stalkerish behavior to his ex. Ladies and gentlemen out there, please remove yourself from the situation. So those are all my comments about this. Thank you to everybody that has been watching my videos, helping me grow this channel. My my cash app, if you can donate, you know, you don't have to, but if you can, that's cool. My cash app is money symbol Nina 44132. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Thank you to everybody that has caught this video. Share this video, like this video, hit that subscribe button. I'll probably come back later to make another video update on any other man that needs to have a man, your man ain't ish episode. And until next time, you guys, enjoy your day. Bye, guys.